Hello, my name is Hugh Bullen and I'm here at Porsche Centre Calgary, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about this 2019 Porsche 911 Targa 4S that we just got in our inventory. Now, we built this one very nicely. I think you'll love the options that I go through here. The Targa is a very popular vehicle. I'm a big fan of the metal bar here and the glass roof, and I'll go through some of the additions we made today to make this car a little bit more sophisticated. You know, we can go one route of going kind of more classic and sophisticated, or go another route of a bit meaner and, you know, lots of carbon, that kind of thing. So I'll go through all of that now, and hopefully you like this vehicle, and we'd love to see you down here to see it. So to start with, it does have a 3-litre engine. It's what we call a flat 6 with 420 horsepower. Now, you can do a launch control in this car, so you can do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.9 seconds, which is absolutely amazing. And when you do the launches, you really get that kind of kickback, which I absolutely love. And being four-wheel drive, it's the traction is quite something. Now, this is Carrara white. This is the metallic white rather than the standard white. So with that, you get the nice sort of metallic flecks in here. So it has a little bit of a sort of a pearliness in a sense, or a little bit more to it in the sunlight, which I really quite like. Now, the inside is the espresso natural leather. So this is the highest grade leather that we have. It's from these special cows in Europe, where they're above a certain altitude where, for example, there's no mosquitoes and they have no barbed wire fences, things like that. So the quality of the leather is really second to none. And then this dark brown really goes well with the white. So I think you've got to see this in person. You'll really be astonished at how good it looks. And then whilst the roof is down here, the roof is actually brown as well. So there's that nice kind of white and brown theme throughout here. And when you open up the roof there, you just get to see it all, which is absolutely amazing. Now, we added a sports exhaust on the back of the vehicle here, so it's going to give you that loud kind of grumble as you slow down, and as you drive it will give you a bit more of a deeper kind of drone as you're driving, which I really like, and you get that sort of pop as you change gear, which sounds amazing. We also added sport chrono with this, so with that you're going to have the mode dial on the inside, so you can have your regular mode, sport, which is going to kind of change the tuning of the engine, make it a little bit more responsive, and then Sport Plus, which is really going to hold back as much pressure as we can in the turbos here, and you're going to get as much power as possible. And then that's where you can do a launch control, which is, as I mentioned, pretty darn quick. The nice bit about this as well is you have a sport response button, so you press on the button there, and you're going to get 20 seconds of maximum power. Great for overtaking somebody, for example, an on-ramp, or you just want to have a bit of fun, something like that. I think that's pretty darn cool. So on the next bit there, we did 911 Carrara S wheel. This is the standard wheel on this vehicle, being a Targa 4S. But we did the center caps there in color. So that's a nice sort of addition here, and it just brings it out a little bit rather than sort of washing the wheel into the white here. Just adds a little bit of pop there. We also added lane change assist. So with that, on the inside here you have your blind spot monitors. I'm sure most of you know what that does, but it will shine bright orange when someone's in your blind spot. Great safety feature to have, which I really like. The mirrors here, these are the sport design mirrors. So the bottom bit here, you kind of get that nice V there, but also it's then painted rather than being black. I don't think on this vehicle it would have looked good to have had the black there, so we added the white, and it just seamlessly ties in with the rest of the vehicle, which is really nice. Now on the inside, a couple of free options which you might like to know about is a luggage net. It's a little tiny net just beside the passenger seat there, and then we added the smoker's package. So with that, there's a little flap in sort of the center console there, and I quite like it. It's adds a little bit of extra storage, but just looks sleeker, and we think it's a great addition to this vehicle. Now, we did add the LED headlights at the front. That is part of the Premium Package Plus, which I'll go over at the end, but LEDs, these are just going to be a lot whiter, so in driving at night you get that wonderful projection down the road, but it's less fatiguing on your eyes. And something I really like is you get this wonderful halo around here, so your daytime running light is really distinctive when you're driving, and it really stands out, which is pretty darn cool. Now, we added a Bose sound system as well. So a nice upgrade from the standard sound system. I think it's important to have that when you have a convertible. Therefore you get a little bit of just a better quality of sound, but just the quality when you go a little bit louder to cover maybe the sound of the wind, I think is something that's really, really nice to have. On the inside, the door sill guards as you open it are in stainless steel, so that sort of ties in nicely with the sort of aluminium look on the inside that we have. The silver, the brown and the white, they all tie in nicely across the vehicle. I'm sure you'll agree when you come down and see it. Now the sun visors here, these are in leather, so you have that nice espresso leather here, you have the leather on the visors here, and then you have the Alcantara, so it just sort of ties in nicely throughout. I think it looks really fantastic. And on that side note, we did add the leather steering column there as well, so instead of it being just a black plastic, it's now the leather, and again it looks pretty darn cool. And on that note, a couple of more things to do with the leather. The Porsche crest on the headrest here, so you have that nice embossing of the crest. Just looks nice, adds to an air of sophistication. And then it says Targa 4S on the storage compartment lid, so as you open that up, or you see on the leather there, Targa 4S, it's just a really nice kind of reminder of what you're in, I guess, which I really like. Now, these are the 14-way seats, so with this you're going to have that nice leather back, and you have the 14 movements, so really the only thing you're missing is the bits on the side here, but actually I find a lot of people love the comfort of this one, which again goes with the rest of the vehicle being more of a nicer sort of cruising vehicle. And then you have that really nice comfortable seat, which I know a lot of people love. Now I mentioned we had the Premium Package Plus, so as I mentioned we had the LEDs, but you're also going to have heated and ventilated seats. Who doesn't want that, especially if you're going to have the roof down and you're going to want that nice cool air blowing through. We also added what's called a light design package in there, so you have the ambient lighting up in here, and then you get the nice ambient lighting down by your feet, which is really, really nice, especially when driving this at night. Yeah, I think you should come down and actually try it. I think it's pretty darn cool. Maybe we can dim some lights in the showroom and we can show you something like that. And then you also have the keyless entry. So in that you put your hand on the door handle there, you enter, and away you go. Porsche engine drive is what we call it. And then you have the automatic dimming mirrors. So the mirrors here and the rearview mirror will dim to a dark blue if somebody's behind you with the high beams on. So again, driving at night, you've got all these nice aids to help you and just be a really nice drive. So the price is $176,036.25 plus taxes. Do come down and see it. I think it's an absolutely beautiful car. I think you'll love the combination of exterior and interior. And whilst you're here, give us a like and give us a subscribe. We'll speak to you soon. Bye.